What's good, guys? County Gains back here again. So today we got the GOAT of comedy, one of the GOATs, man. One of the greatest of all times, up there with Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, all the greats, guys, all the greats. So this one's gonna be insane. Bill Burr on things being easier for guys. Do you guys think things are easier for guys, or is it easier for women? A lot of people think it's easier for women. I think a lot of women think it's easier for guys. Leave in the comments down below. And let's see what Bill Burr, this man is the master of trolling. He absolutely loves controversial stuff as well, guys. He's like Joe Rogan. He's like all these different people, guys. Just an absolute, just a nutter, guys. Just an absolute messer, guys. So let's get straight into it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I think I already said that. Let's get it.
All right. Dear Billy Buffalo, I am a proud woman who loves other women. Nice. Nice. I found your handling of the question to be spot on. I also agree with the gay man who wrote in last week. If I was sitting around a table and this question was posed, it's funny, I don't even remember what I said. I'd feel it was addressing current issues that are generally ignored. Discussions that are usually avoided in fear of discrimination, but in actuality, depriving important dialogue. Yeah, absolutely. You should be allowed to be ignorant. As long as you're not like acting on it and like trying to hurt somebody, you should be allowed to say the things that you feel. And if they end up being, ignorant, not meaning dumb, just ignorant, like you just weren't exposed to some other information, you got to have people get them out.
That's true, guys. You should have free speech.
And then that's how you move on to the next level. Like, no, actually, it's like this. Oh, I didn't know that. And then, hopefully you change for the better. So anyways, discussions that are usually avoided, blah, 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 blah. She says, I never knew my father, but I would hope he would answer that question honestly. Frankly, I don't like labeling either as whores, but it's the easiest way to sum it up. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Calling somebody a whore, yeah, that's really bad.
That's not a good thing, huh?
A hoe's kind of funny. Whore, to actually say it, whore, is really bad.
I always find that word pretty aggressive as well, guys. Just call him a hoe, you know what I mean? What's up, hoe?
She continues to say, I'd be remiss not to mention that Nia spoke emotionally as a straight woman, but did not consider why the question is important to gay children. Oftentimes, gay teens experiment prematurely after having repressed feelings for their early adolescence? Or from their early adolescence. I don't know. The truth is, though, emotional changes and repercussions of early sexual encounters affect the female much more severely. This is not to say that boys can't suffer the effects, but as you and Nia have both pointed out in the past, women are more sensitive to certain things that men are not. I was with you all the way until where you say that the sexual encounters affect the female much more severely. I don't think that that's something you could ever prove or disprove. Like, that's something that I always go round and round with my wife with when somebody says, it's easier for guys to lose weight. It's like, well, you would have to be a guy. Okay?
Probably for some things, I would probably agree that it's probably easier to be in shape as a guy. Because guys have testosterone. I'm a bit of a health nut, guys, you know what I mean? It's probably easier for guys to be in shape. That's why it's not as beautiful for, that's why they put heavy-set women on the cover of magazines and they don't put heavy guys on the cover. It's not as easy for a guy to get shredded as a woman to get, lean, though. Definitely not, guys. Women can get lean pretty easily, too. But definitely for a guy to lose weight, just like to get, somewhat, we have somewhat abs, is definitely probably easier, guys. You know what I mean?
And then be a woman, and then live the exact same life and eat the exact same food, to really sit there and try and guess if whatever is easier and whatever. I mean, I think it all kind of balances itself out.
Yeah, I think there's no easier or better, because guys, obviously, I think like a lot of people have talked about like Jordan Peterson. I know you guys love when I react to him, but a lot of people say that he says, that it's harder for some of these men to go to war. We have to die. We start the war, so we got to do this crazy stuff. Women have to do crazy stuff as well, childbirth, all this stuff. So it kind of evens out. There's no real like winner or loser. Sometimes it's easier for men to get better in an economic workplace. Sometimes it's easier for women to get better in an economic workplace. It kind of evens itself out. I wouldn't say it's easier for either or. Probably in different facets, there are easier places to get up at the ladder, or easier things for people that men and women can do better. But, you know, in terms of who actually has it easier, very hard to judge that one, guys. Very hard to objectively judge that one.
Far as easy and difficult, it's like, you know, I don't know, that whole fucking reoccurring thing that this is a bad experience, but it's worse for women. Or this experience, it's easier for guys. It's just always like, there has to be something out there where it's even, or there has to be something out there where it's worse. Or aren't they both? It's just kind of a big shit sandwich out there. And the big game is, you know, trying to block that out, isn't it? I would actually say that the guy's pain is that we are not allowed to talk about our pain at all, where you guys can have painful shit happen to you, and it's okay for you literally to break down sobbing and weeping, which is so healthy for you to get it out, to get it out of you.
I think for guys, we can get it out in other ways. You know, you can get it out by working out. You know, I don't think I've ever broke down and cried within the last, I don't think I've ever done that actually. Probably ever. I can't even remember the time I did that. So I think guys are more tougher, stronger too as well. So there's different aspects, guys. I think like that women break down and cry probably more often than guys because they're probably a little bit more emotional, you know, on the scale. You know, just in terms of hormones and stuff like that. But guys can get that same, if guys take drugs and things like that, steroids and stuff, they can become emotional too, break down a lot. But we're going a bit off the topic here. But yeah, guys, definitely, I don't think guys be breaking down too much. But if you do want to break down as a guy and cry, it's definitely probably, you know, you're seen as a weak guy. You know, no matter what people want to say, it's fine for a guy to do that. There's no one going to judge you, but women absolutely low-key judge you when doing that, guys. Like, facts.
I mean, it doesn't get it all out of you, but it gets that, the buildup, the like, you know, you ever cook oatmeal and you walk away and you leave it too high and it fucking boils over? Yeah, that shit. You can get that off.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes. Healthy.
Through crying.
Yes.
Like, the funny thing about crying is it is a natural emotion.
Yes.
For both men and women, but we're told that we can't do it.
Yes.
And it's a fucking horrible thing.
No one gives a shit. Like, guys, let's just keep it real. It's really hard for women, but it's really hard for guys too. No one really gives a shit about guys. Like, let's just keep it 100, guys. Like, we're supposed to be the leaders, and I don't mind that, guys. It's not like a bad thing. I'm not gonna be sitting up here crying. I embrace it, guys. I embrace the shit. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, you want my ass to be a leader? Well, here you are, man. Ain't working bullshit. We're fucking working this bullshit. We're creating our own business. Fuck this bullshit, guys. I'm becoming my own leader. You know what I mean? We're man, guys. Let's get this shit done, baby. But a lot of guys, you know what I mean, they want to feel sorry for themselves and like, oh, what was me? Fuck it, guys. Just get on with the shit. You know what I mean? Don't even think about the shit. Just get up, just work, just do the shit. Ain't nothing to it just to do it, guys. Famous Ronnie Coleman said that.
It's a horrible thing. So I'm not saying that makes you guys have it easier, but I'm just saying that is something that I don't think that is taken into consideration. And I just feel like, you know, every time I see that, you know, that's a recurrent thing. But I agree with everything else that you're saying. I guess you probably think I'm a dick now, but I'm just saying that, you know.
No, because you can't objectively say it. Like I just said, it's not easier for men and women. It's just certain things that are harder for men and women, right? I would say.
I don't know. If you're a guy and you know you got to cry, but you don't want to embarrass yourself, just go take a shower. Nobody's going to notice. No one's going to hear you. And if somebody were to rip back the fucking thing, the shower curtain, like in Psycho, you could just act like you got shampoo in your eye. Just don't start talking, or else they'll realize it. But, you know, just have your head under the water and just sort of look at them like, what? I'm showering. Get away from me, you weirdo.
Yeah. I think the only time...
Yeah. You can cry out a lot of childhood pain as a guy in the shower.
Yeah.
Without anybody knowing. Oh, all right.
See, guys.
All right. Dear Billy Ginger Nuts.
It's different with guys and women, too, because I think... Well, let's just talk on this emotional thing for a second, because... You know what I mean? I've cried, but I think it was because... When I broke up with my chick, right, I was just this little bitch. I was crying, like a lot of guys do, guys. Now I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't even give a fuck. I break up with everyone. It doesn't even matter to me because I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna be crying. I don't give a fuck because I have a purpose now. When you don't, for guys, when you don't have a purpose, when you don't have options, you don't have many women options, you don't have options for jobs, you don't have options to live on your own, you don't have options of something that you love. When you have purpose, guys, it is everything in life. And if it makes you happy, you're not gonna be crying at shit, guys. Your woman breaks up with you, everything fails around you, you still have that purpose. If that purpose is still there and you're still happy every single day, you don't give a fuck, guys. I don't give a fuck. Friends, all that shit. Bro, I love my friends. I have closest friends in the world, but the people that have left me, ex-friends, I don't give a fuck, bro. I never even thought for a second. I was upset for shit a day. I didn't start crying and all this bullshit. If you have purpose, guys, if you have a thing that you want to do every single day and you know you're going to make it, you don't get upset with bullshit, guys. You don't get upset with little fucking whiny little bitches, guys. It just doesn't, enter my mindset, you know what I mean? And that was the only thing that would make a guy get upset, I think, is when a girl breaks up with him. But guys, just remember options. And when you have your purpose, don't start crying, guys. Have that dignity intact. Know that if you loved her, you love her like that, and move on, guys. Quickly, swiftly move on, guys. Delete everything and swiftly move on. There's my preach for the day. Like I said, I think men and women probably have it equally tough, guys. Women have it super, super tough, guys. Don't come on here saying that they don't, guys. It's absolute bullshit. They do. But guys, definitely, you know what I mean, get shot at. You know what I mean? Sustainable under gunfire, guys. Men get a lot of gunfire. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy that, man. Love you guys all, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.